One reason why people with POTS or dysautonomia or long haul have such bad headaches or migraines. What is the number one cause? I'm going to ask the audience. I know you guys are smart. Think about this. Those of you with those symptoms out there, headache, migraines, maybe it comes every couple weeks. Okay. Maybe it comes once in a blue moon. Maybe it's every single day. How many people have those symptoms with their POTS? How much do you think the monthly cycling of hormones or lack of cycling, how much do you think your hormones have to do with your dysautonomia and POTS symptoms? Who was affected by that? Raise your hand. How do you think hormones, which is something that your doctors didn't know about, what were some surprising things you learned about your hormones as one of the major kerosenes under the fire here?
Found out that my hormones were actually really low. Like, not surprising for me. But I would realize that kind of like towards that time of the month, I would get emotional and then just feel like super drained. So it was like my hormones were just going up and down, up and down.
I showed a couple patterns because it changed throughout. Because I came in, I had a history of ovarian cysts when I was a teenager, and I had been on birth control for 25 years, and no one bothered to diagnose me with PCOS until we did our hormone thing, and I had a PCOS pattern. Once you got me off the birth control, I actually have a low everything pattern. So we did a bioidentical progesterone, and that's been like a magic pill for me.
It's not a magic pill for you. It's what your body naturally would have produced, right? Isn't that a novel thought? How do we balance people's hormones to have the amount of hormones that they actually would have normally? And many people could be too high on certain things, and many people are really low on certain things, and many people have a really mixed pattern that's really difficult for regular doctors who have no training to understand. I hit early menopause at the age of 36. Okay? That's not normal. Okay? There's something going on that certain women genetically are predisposed. And when they're menstruating, that puts them at risk. But also when they're going through big changes with perimenopause, with hormones really changing, that puts us at a higher risk group. Red alert. There's actually data and research that actually shows is linked with mast cell activation syndrome or histamine intolerance. Okay. POTS, histamine problems, and autoimmune disease like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome are one syndrome. We're not talking about three different things. It's actually one syndrome in a vast majority of people with POTS and dysautonomia. Just latest data and research. I did a whole live around that. And I'm going to ask you guys in chat, and I'll ask the young women here as well, how many of you have been told food has nothing to do with this? Histamines, mast cell have nothing to do with the POTS or dysautonomia? Type it in chat. Kim, you have. Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose.
Okay, so I was shocked with my food mapping, absolutely shocked, because I was told for many, many years, I'd seen allergy doctors. I'd had 6 years of allergy shots, and I was told I wasn't allergic to food. And it turns out I'm allergic to dairy, eggs, and all poultry. So chicken, turkey, goose, duck, all the birds.
And the thing is, was it real? And when you removed it, did it decrease or reverse your symptoms?
It did, yeah. My symptoms got a lot better. That was one of the things that was big. And then probably the vitamin D was also big in the hormones.
So I'm pointing out here that, this connection is really missed out there. And I'm seeing all sorts of different types of foods. People are like, I react to this and I knew it. But my doctor told me that they didn't. So what I'm here to say is, we're here to connect those dots for you. That was one of the missing pieces for people here. How many people here discovered, besides Allie and Kim, that going through the process of food mapping with us, that you had histamine issues, mast cell issues, or food allergy issues, food-related issues? Okay, Olivia, share with the audience, what did you discover about food or histamines for you?
Well, to be honest, before I started working with you, I didn't think food had anything to do with it. I was like, I feel like crap. What does food have to do with this? But when I got my results back, I realized I had a big intolerance to any kind of gluten, any kind of dairy, and everything I was eating on like a daily basis, I had an issue with, and I didn't even realize it, because when I ate those foods, it's not like I had an immediate reaction. I just felt like crap the entire day, so I didn't think anything of it. But once I started taking those things out, that's when it really started to help my digestion, which I've had problems with since I was a little girl. Like, I'm always bloated, always constipated. Like, why is this happening? And doctors didn't even know what to do with me because I was having all these issues, yet no one could help me. So finally, that was like the first piece of the puzzle. Like, oh, wow, like I can fix this. Like, Dr. Maggie knows what she's doing.
How big of a role was adrenal fatigue in you that none of your doctors and even your natural doctors ever uncovered that there was an underlying adrenal hormone problem in you? If there's somebody that you know that you can help, share it with them, because sharing is caring. And that's my ask is share with someone that you know that can benefit from this.